A new chapter comes a new drop spot video. I decided to go with the solo drop spots because I think the trios is pretty self-explanatory. There are so many locations and most spots are going to be unconned in the end. But to start out with our solo spots, I really chose these spots because there's something special about them. Whether like the first one, there's instant access to a boss cleanup, where our first location is on the top right backside of the mountain of the dojo boss. While people normally land at a dojo boss and try to kill it, this boss is actually really difficult to kill and it takes a while. So in many of my games in ranked, I think in almost every single one of them, they didn't kill the boss or they were still fighting the boss when I got there. So it gave me a free cleanup for the kill and an opportunity to get that mythic SMG from the boss. This is really good because you catch a lot of people off guard when you come behind them in Storm. It's almost one of the freest kills in solos because the boss has so many minions and stuff, and if you just crouch up, the person won't even expect you at all. So you get a free kill and maybe even the mythic SMG, and then you have plenty of launch pads around to get back into zone. There's also plenty of chances to get medkits and stuff to survive in Storm, with this back spot having this many chests. And a lot of the chests are guaranteed chests, which is just so good. The next drop spot is where I'm going to be landing this season, before anybody figures this out. This spot is so good. You get a chug canister right off spawn that gives you full health. You have tons of chests up there. You can drop down and get a bunch more chests with a guaranteed god chest, and at least 8 chests in this tiny room that takes like less than a minute to loot in all. This spot is insane, and then you get an instant launch pad right off there into the rest of our loot route that has a bunch more chests and another guaranteed god chest that gives you the cards that give you benefits. Plus, you head right to the Wi-Fi tower, and there's a gas station right next to the Wi-Fi tower that gives you plenty of metal if you need it, and it's just a perfect start to your solo drop. If nobody figures this out, this is going to be crazy if you can get this unconned. I've had to fight one person a few different games, but other than that, I normally won off spawn because I would always land next to the chug canister and get at least one gun and just be able to out damage them because of the extra health I have. Also, there's tons of metal in there, so you can just clear everything out and get enough metal to be max. Then you can just rotate and get a bunch of more chests in this little swamp area. And then, even if you don't want to go right to the Wi-Fi tower if it didn't spawn, there are the little things in the ground that shoot you up in the air like a launch pad that goes super high up into the air, which gives you an amazing rotate. Even if you want to run this as a trio, drops like a separate, if you can split drop it, there's also a reboot van right there, so it kind of saves you. Our last location is the RV park between mosses, frogs, and lake. This spot has tons of barrels, has a guaranteed god chest, and has over 20 chests all in a row right next to each other next to RVs that all have good metal, plus good rocks. You can rotate into this little swamp right next to it, more barrels, another guaranteed god chest in that swamp. There is 64 chests, possible chest spawns in the swamp, so you're basically guaranteed perfect loot to come out of there. There's also the crystal where you can dunk the little minion guys, so you get the purple weapons, which is also a great way to guarantee amazing loot from this place if you want a purple shotgun, purple AR combo. Because you might ask why I don't land the swamp here. I like the RV because it's a large open area where it's easier to tell where people are landing near you. Plus, you can loot up so much faster. And let's say early game you land the swamp, the water really bogs you down and keeps you moving slowly. So if there's people landing near you, before you could even get out some of the spread out loot, you could be getting beamed in the water because this season's the AR is so broken that you can just get instant killed. And that's really why I land only at the RV park. You get also the extra metal. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was our last spot. If you guys would leave a like if you guys have been here, and a subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know how you guys like this content. My drop videos always seem to do pretty well, so please leave a comment, and I hope you guys have an amazing night. Stay positive, everyone. Goodbye.